G'day team, I'm Coach Ray. I'm a triathlon and marathon running coach who specialises in coaching beginner and recreational athletes to achieve their sporting as well as their health and fitness goals. Today's short video, I'm going to take you through week 3 of my 12-week beginner half marathon training plan. This plan is for anyone wanting to run a half marathon with the goal of completing it comfortably. For this plan to be successful, you need to be currently running for 60 minutes non-stop and running 3 to 4 times a week, although this plan only requires you to run 3 times a week. Now, if you can't currently run for a full 30 minutes or aren't comfortably running 60 minutes yet, I've got training plan options for you at the end of this video. And if you like going to the gym as well, I've got a strength training plan that will complement this training plan to help you through the process. Now, this week's focus points, we're continuing to train consistently with the correct intensity, dialing that in, hitting that level 2 through the bulk of the workouts. You don't want to be going too fast or too slow when it comes to the appropriate time. The biggest problem I see with runners and athletes in general is that they do their easy training far too hard and they do their hard training not hard enough because they're tired from doing that easier training too hard. Also, we're progressing from weeks 1 and 2 as we continue to build the duration and the endurance. This week's workouts, now our key run workouts are on the Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, with our stride outs on Tuesday, our steady run on Thursday and our long run on Saturday. We've also got our rest day on Friday where we do our stretching. Now, a 30-minute stretch session. It's not a physical training session, but it's a training session that helps enhance your recovery, assist with injury prevention. It helps to increase your range of motion, which allows you to run smoother and more freely. So there's a lot of benefits there. Now, I do have a stretching workout for 30 minutes available within the Velocity platform. There is a link in the description that will give you a 14-day free trial of Velocity to help you make the most of that. And our optional strength sessions are on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Let's have a look at some of these sessions in detail. Now, Tuesday's 45-minute stride out. It's a mix of mainly aerobic running with some higher intensity efforts. This gives you the exposure to that higher intensity whilst having ample recovery between. So the workout itself, we're starting off with a 20-minute warm-up at level 2, just nice, steady, consistent running. Then we get into the set of stride outs where it's 10 by 15 seconds at level 5. Now that level 5 effort, it's not a full-on sprint. It's fast, relaxed running for those 15 seconds. Then we have a 45-second rest interval, jogging at level 1, recovering prior to the next effort. After the last rest interval has been taken, we have a 15-minute cool down at level 2 before moving into those stretches, 10 minutes of stretching post-running. Put that focus on the key running muscles, the calves, the hamstrings, as well as the glutes and quads. Once again, I've got a post-run stretching session built into the Velocity platform, so that's available for you to use if you wish. Now, stride outs, I do recommend doing them outside if you can. Just not many treadmills can quickly move from level 5 down to level 1 and back again, and then dropping down to that level 1. By the time it's built up to that level 5, it's time to drop it back to level 1 and rest. So preference is to do them outdoors. Our 50-minute steady run, once again, we're there doing this run to build your aerobic efficiency. It's 15 minutes, all at level 2, no change in pace, nice and steady, followed with 10 minutes stretching. Now, this is best done outdoors again, out in the fresh air. But if you're in an environment where it's currently snowed in, plenty of rain, or there's just nowhere safe to run, then doing it on a treadmill is a good option. And I do have that as an option within the Velocity platform, a 15-minute steady run through some nice scenic area where I live here in New Zealand. And finally, our long run for the week. Purpose of this is to build aerobic efficiency and endurance. Plus, we're inserting some stride outs towards the end of this run just to keep you on your toes, keep you switching between different fuel systems within your body, but also preparing you for the half marathon, for the fatigue that's going to be at the end of the event. So overall, it's effectively an 80-minute run at level 2, and we're going to conduct these 4 single stride outs for 20 seconds duration, and we're going to do them at the 55-minute mark, the 60-minute mark, 65, and then 70-minute mark, and then finish with 10 minutes back at level 2. As with Thursday's session, these stride outs, it's at level 5, but it's a relaxed, fast running, not overly strenuous. And you've got those 4 minutes 40 rest at jogging at level 2 prior to the next one. Let's just have a look at a refresher about intensity from what we discussed last week. Predominantly this week, as with all weeks, as we prepare for a half marathon, a bulk of our training is at level 2, this easy, comfortable pace where you can converse with a training partner if you are running with one. Your pace is between 81 and 89% of your threshold pace. When we're talking about the stride outs, level 5, they're very hard at 110 to 120% of that threshold pace. But bear in mind that we're only doing them for 15 or 20 seconds. I wouldn't expect grunts and groans unless you're trying to sustain that for a minute, 2 minutes or longer. The other intensity in this week's training session is with the stride outs. Level 1 for your rest intervals, very easy. You've had no issues conversing. Very slow jog, maybe even a walk, less than 80% of threshold pace. Those other options I mentioned at the start of the video, if you can't run comfortably for 60 minutes, I've got my Getting Started and Running training plan available for you. The link is in the description. Now, this is a 4-week training plan that's going to build you from not being able to run through to running comfortably for 4 kilometers through a series of jog walk sessions, building up your ability over those 4 weeks. If you can run for 30 minutes, but not for a full 60 minutes, reach out. Send me a DM. I'm easy to find on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm at coach_ray_NZ. But the best way is to email me, coachray@coachray.nz. I've got a number of options to help build your fitness, especially if that half marathon goal is in a very short time frame, still within that 12 weeks. If it's further afield than that, then I've got other options that can build you, but I'll guide you through those. Send me an email and I'll help you with that. If you do like going to the gym and want a strength training plan to complement the 12-week half marathon training plan, then the Run Strong, Build Strength for Faster, More Efficient Running is the option to go. And once again, the link is down in the description. Following this, I've got some other videos. I think they're up on that side there that are going to be of value for you. So have a look at those. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. It helps grow my channel. So I appreciate you for doing that.